Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Derpner on the Test Server with dubstepsheep. Today we are going to take a look at two specific tanks, both of them which are British. The first one is the Tier 9 British tank destroyer, the Tortoise. The Tortoise is a pretty nice tank destroyer. Its final gun is a 120mm gun. It's very similar to the AT series, the AT-15, the AT-7, the AT-8, etc. So if you look at the body shape of all these tanks, very similar. The Tortoise is not the final tank in this line, but the second to final tank. The final tank is a different tank destroyer. But you start with a 32-pounder gun, which isn't bad. It's a Tier 7 gun. Then you get a 20-pounder gun. Let's just take a look at how that looks on our little Tortoise. It's slightly smaller. Obviously has a better rate of fire than the 120mm gun, but the 120mm gun obviously will have much more penetration than the 20-pounder Tier 9 gun. It's not too much. It's 226 or 259, so really the 20-pounder wouldn't be too bad. Let's see here. Let's take a look at our stats. You get 2,000 hit points. That's a good, healthy amount of hit points. At Tier 9, your engine power is going to be 810 horsepower. Your weight to load limit, that's not great. Your weight is 77.48 tons, almost 78 tons roughly, versus 81 for your load limit. And then your top speed is 20 kilometers an hour, so not great, a little bit slow. You can amp that up with high octane gasoline though. Traverse speed 22 degrees per second, that could be helped with high octane gasoline as well. Your hull armor, 228mm in the front, 152 in the rear, and 101 in the 152 in the sides and 101 in the rear. So you're gonna want to keep your front towards the enemy. Your standard shell damage 300 to 500. It's pretty solid right there. 194 to 324 for your standard shell penetration. Your rate of fire 8.45 rounds a minute. Your gun traverse 26 degrees per second. Your view range 390, and your signal range 750. So not bad. The development of this assault tank began in Great Britain in 1942. The design was finalized in February 1944 and owner replaced 25 vehicles. However, by the fall of 1947, only 5 tanks had been manufactured. So unfortunately, this thing really never saw a whole lot of action, even though it was kind of thought of in the beginning. It's a nice tank, though. I kind of like it. Of course, this part right here is going to be your major weak spot. The gun, actually surprisingly right here, is going to be a weak spot too. I'm not really sure on any of the other spots yet because I haven't really played this too much. Obviously the sides and the rear are going to be weak compared to the front, but mostly you got a lot of armor on the front here. I have fitted a camouflage net, enhanced gun lane drive, and a rammer to get my gun as accurate and fast as possible. I have 2 different repair kits and 105 octane gasoline, just to amp up my speed a tiny bit. Aha, Ruinberg. It's a Tier 10 maximum game on Ruinberg here. Yeah. This is not a bad tank. I had some trouble penetrating a VK Tier 9 German heavy, I think it was, but that was that other match. But hopefully we'll do okay in this one. I'm starting to enjoy this tank. The other tank I'm going to show you I enjoy a lot, and I've played it a couple more times than the Tortoise, but I think we're going to head into town, like we usually do in our tank destroyer on Ruinberg. And we are off in
time to roll out
right now. Also, another thing you notice about the gun traverse angle is very good as well. If you look, it can go pretty far to each side. It's just not very fast. That's the thing. You could peek around a corner and have that gun angled out like that. As you can see, I got a little decal on there, Iron Duke. Looks like we've got a lot of opposition here on the outside of the city. I'm going to sit on the inside. WZ-132 here. That's the tier 10 tank destroyer after the Tortoise. The FV215b 183. It's got a 183 millimeter gun. Not see anything just yet. Haha, there we go. This thing may be slow, but hence its name, I suppose, but it's a good tank. It's not a bad tank. It's got good armor, good gun. Just a little slow. Okay. Ha ha ha! Yeg Panzer U-100, eat that. Tier 10 tank destroyer, side on, done. Yeah, this is the good thing about this gun. Oh, I'm taking some hits here. Oh dear. Took one hit. See the top of the turret there. Or the top of the commander's cupola. We got an AMX 5100 over here. Oh, he's falling back. He does not want any of this. Got some heavy fire coming in here. Hopefully the enemy team will forget that I'm sitting here. I'll wait for an opportune moment to come out and attack. I think it's safe to say we can move now. Kind of in a bad spot here. Yeah, we're kind of in a bad spot here. Because if I want to go out and get that AMX 50B, but if I go out, all those tanks in the alleyway will shoot me side on and I'll probably die. Yeah, see, like, look there, FV215b 183 is getting eaten up by all those shells there. So I think it's safe to say we can just stay here. Oh, I actually did get him. I didn't think I got him. I thought my shot was going to totally miss. And he's dead, so I can actually pull out now and we don't have to worry about that any longer. Hopefully. And there goes one of the tank destroyers. He doesn't know I'm here. Ah, come on, I could have got him. There's an Artie over here. Somewhere down this way, I think I saw him around here somewhere. Not exactly sure where he went to. We'll find him though. Got two of them. We got a GW E100 and an Object 261. The GW E100 is probably not going to move very far. Yep, there he is right there. They're going to kill him first, I would think. And the Object 261 probably not going to go very far either. Yep, and our team's enclosing the RDs, and they're about to die here pretty quick. And there goes one of them, and the GW... Oh, no, yeah, GW's done. Object 261's about to die. There we go. Better than a doornail. And there you have it, the Tortoise. Let's check our victory here. Not bad, not as good as I thought I would do, but... Oh well, if I would have got that that other tank destroyer, that Russian tank destroyer, probably would have been little bit more XP and stuff like that, but we'll come back in a sec when we have our next tank up and ready to go, the FV215b British heavy tank. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Derping Around on the Tester with dubstepsheep. Here we go. We've got the FV215b Tier 10 British heavy tank, and I like this thing a lot. Now, I did buy the FV215b 183, and I wasn't as much pleased with it as I was with my Tortoise and with this thing. So, without further ado, let's get right into the stats of this giant heavy tank. It's the last heavy tank in the British line. The heavy tank FV215b has 2,500 hit points. Your engine power is going to be 950 horsepower. Your top speed is 34.3 kilometers an hour, but you can up that with some octane gasoline. Your traverse speed 38 degrees per second, not terrible. Hull armor 152 in the front, 101 on the sides, and 76 in the rear. So you gotta keep the front aimed at your enemy, just like just like the Tortoise. Your turret armor 254 in the front, 152 on the sides, and 101 in the rear. Your standard shell damage is going to be 300 to 500. Your standard shell penetration 194 to 324. Your rate of fire 6.9 rounds a minute. Your turret traverse speed 34 degrees per second. Your view range 410. Your signal range 750. Proposed plan for a new heavy tank on the basis of the Conqueror Mark II. That's a sentence. Unlike the production model, this modification featured the rear placement of the fighting compartment. No prototypes were manufactured, unfortunately, so this thing kind of never came to fruition, like many other tanks. Yeah, so the turret's way in the back, compared to like in the middle or the front of the tank. It's a good tank. You can do quite a lot of damage with it, and take some heavy return fire without a whole lot of problems. It's a Tier 10 maximum game on Lakeville. We've got an E100 on our team. Ooh, they've got a 113 and an AMX 50B and an E100. Oh well. For once, I'm not going Valley in this thing. Actually, usually I go Valley because usually I have a tank destroyer. But finally, we're going to the city, being that we're a heavy tank. I mean, there's not set in stone rules that you have to go to the city if you're heavy tank, but usually that's where you go. And it'd probably be the most viable option. This reload is not bad on this thing.
Let's get this show on the road.
I've had worse, I can tell you that much. I mean, 8 seconds, almost 8.5 seconds reload, that's not bad. It's not bad for a tank with a pretty big gun. And the speed isn't bad too. I mean, I do have the 105 octane gasoline, but still, it's not bad. Got some scraping action going on here. I can guarantee the IS-7 will be the first one on the front line, other than that T-49, but first heavy tank on the front line, because the IS-7 is pretty fast. We've got an IS-4 over here, a bat chat. Oh, jeez. Haha, I actually hit him. He thought he could get away, but nope. Hello there, Mr. Light Tank. You don't see me, do you? Oh, I missed him. Gosh darn it. Oh, hello, now you see me. And no damage. Oh, it's a lightweight, that's what it is. I'll just... That 113's itching for a beat down. Ah ha ha! How do you like me now? Move, move, move.
Ammo rack damaged. Track hit.
Oh dear.
Fuel tank's hit.
We're done. Look at this. Ah, oh my gosh.
Everyone, get out.
All the heavy tanks converge on me. There you are. That's totally fair. But I suppose if you play fair in World of Tanks, you're not going to win. You don't win by playing fair in World of Tanks. It's not how real tank warfare works anyway. I held my ground to the end. I can tell you that much. We'll come back when our FV215b gets back from its horrible death. See y'all in a bit. Oh, we are back. Actually, my teammate finally picked up his tier 9 that he didn't have in the beginning. A T95. That's a perfect match to the Tortoise because it's slow and it has a big gun. So, we got a tier 10 maximum game on... no, tier 9 actually. Nope, yeah, tier 10. My bad. Tier 10 maximum game on Ensk. Hopefully this time it doesn't go as bad as it did last time on Ensk. Unfortunately, I was on Ensk a little bit ago and I pulled out and just got wrecked. I better come to him since he's much slower than me. Looks like we're gonna go kind of into the going to the city. It's probably the smartest idea. And the first shots have been fired. We are winning 1-0 so far. We got some opposition on the right, a couple mediums, but that's pretty much it. I think their main force is probably going to be in the city. We just haven't spotted them yet, quite yet. I wonder if I can... No. Not good enough. What I could do though is flank the FV4005 up here on the object 432.
Enemy is hit.
How do you like that? Hey. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah. That's not good. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Took a big hit there from the whatchamacallit. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha!
Enemy armor is damaged.
Ha 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 ha! See, tier 9 tank destroyers aren't bad. Neither. How do you like that? Oh, this way's blocked off. Now it's a little bit more of a fair fight. Ooh, T95 just took a huge hit there. Got the T30. And we're good. All that's left is FV4005. Stage 2, I might add. Oh, we lost our friendly T95 buddy. Unfortunately. This wasn't a bad game for the end result. I have a feeling that the FV4000. Yep, there it goes, the E1 or E50M. I figured that was gonna happen. Now, who's gonna get the last shot on this guy? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Me or the T11, T110 E3? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? There he is, running away. And the other, I think it was the FV4005, I mean, our team actually got him. So that was a good ending to this episode of Derping Around on the Test Server with dubstepsheep. Hope you all enjoyed, and I highly recommend both the vehicles I've reviewed over these past couple battles here. A great ending to our video here. 1 kill, started capping the enemy base. Quite a lot of damage. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and as always, good hunting on the battlefield.